All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. We got a great matchup tonight, a really high tier level display on at 1050 and at 1130. Krakens from Tyrants of the Sea versus the Peerless Guard from the Rising at the elite tier. Peerless Guard making their second appearance in 2 days. Going to be super exciting to watch that play out. And then coming up at 1130, our premier matchup, a rarity here in RSC, Punks from the Pit versus the Megalodons from a Shark Attack. We got 35 of you guys in the chat right now. Super excited to be here. I'm joined, of course, by the ever great Boa. Boa, welcome back. How you doing? I am doing fantastic. I'm super excited for these matchups tonight. I was going to ask you about Peerless Guard since you got to see them last night. But before that, do just want to give a shout out. I've been saying it all season. Congratulations, everybody. We did pass that 500 followers mark. So I'm still going to push on everybody to go ahead and keep pressing those follows. We want to get as many people checking us out as possible. Want to make sure you guys get really good audiences for your games as well. But congratulations, pat on the back, everybody. Super excited. We got that 500 followers mark. But back to tonight, let's talk about it. Elite tier, Krakens versus Peerless Guard. Boa, you saw Peerless Guard last night. How did you think they played?
They honestly played really good. They kept it competitive. I believe it ended in a 2-2, but it still looked very good. And it looks like they are starting with the roster that won them a majority of the games, which is Syncs, Noobz, and Talent. And I'm excited to see them play again because they were lighting it up. Talent even hitting a few clips. So it's going to be a great matchup.
Awesome. Yeah, well, let's talk matchups. Let's talk stats. Let's get these team stats up and see what we're looking at tonight. So right off the bat, right, super close here. Peerless Guard and Kraken sitting respectively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 overall right now. So super close matchup tonight. It's going to be a good one. 23-9 from the Krakens, 21-11 Peerless Guard. Krakens outscoring 94-76, but also letting in just a few more goals than the Peerless Guard. These teams look really, really similar, Boa. I honestly don't really know what to think right now.
Yeah, I mean, they are very close when it comes to it, but I think the one thing I noticed is the saves. And I noticed this whenever they played the last team. They had more saves than the other team as well. And I think that's defense wins championships. You hear it all the time. And so I'm curious to see how they do against what looks like a way more offensive team than themselves. About 30 or roughly 25 goals. So
yeah, let's get into player stats because that's definitely where we're going to see some people shine tonight. Elite tier level gameplay is definitely all heavy mechanics, not too many team plays, but when they do, they shine through. But looking at Krakens here, we've got Jarrtsu, and Rue coming in hot here. All have played 32 games. Shot percentages all looking pretty strong. Jarrett, definitely the shooter on the team, 126 shots on the season. And then also stepping up in that back line with 48 saves too as well. Jarrett maybe going to be the one to watch here tonight, but don't discount Jarrtsu and Rue definitely pulling their own weight as well. 24 goals each off of 86 and 89 shots too.
yeah, I mean, fun fact if y'all wanted to know, Jar and Jarrett both share a name, which is pretty funny. But Jar looks actually very good. You can see they're taking a lot less shots, but they're able to clean up definitely behind what Jarrett is doing with those shots.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think that's going to do it for Krakens. Let's get over to Peerless Guard. We saw them last night too. I didn't get to watch the stream, so it's going to be really exciting for me to see everybody. But we've got Talent, syngoat, Noobz, and Yami. Talent, syngoat, and Noobz all showing up here. 32, 32, and 29 games. 96, 96, 178 shots as well. Talent and syngoat definitely looking to be the duo here on the Peerless Guard team. And I don't know if maybe that echoes what you saw last night, Boa.
Yeah, and I mean, it does really. Like I said, Talent really showed out, especially game 3. They were just coming behind what Noobz was doing, getting those pressures, those bumps, and those passes. And we see that Sinks is also a great player in the midfield. And so we'll just have to see what they do. I think that this is going to be a great matchup, offense versus defense. And do you have a prediction for us, Bullet?
I was just about to say, make sure you guys get your predictions in the chat too. We can get those fake internet points. You guys can use them for fake internet glory. Predictions, it's going to be really interesting. I think Jarrett's going to definitely have some standout plays and games here. And I have to wonder if they're going to be able to hold off a potential lineup with Talent and syngoat doing some duo work as well. So with that in mind, I'm always an underdog kind of guy, so I got to go with Peerless guard, and I'm not going to shy away or I'm not going to cop out on a 2-2 prediction. So I'm going to go 3-1 Peerless guard here.
You know what? We got K-Flip, we have Dill. Both of them are sitting here in the chat, and I'm going with a 3-1 on the side of Krakens. I casted Peerless guard. Hey, I casted Peerless guard. I love him. I love Talent, former player for us, but I gotta hang out with my boy and Iro. I apologize, Iro. But yeah, I'm going 3-1 Krakens.
We got cheerleaders going on. It's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be a good time tonight. Boa, why don't you get this going? Let's hit go in the chat. They're probably tired of looking at a static screen here. Let's get some action up on screen here. Starting off tonight here, elite level gameplay, Tyrants of the Sea, the Rising, Krakens versus Peerless guard. We're taking kickoff number 1 here as we get going. Teams loading in right now. Welcome to RSC Monday Night Rocket League. Hope you guys have a great one. Wednesday night. I'm a day behind. And you know what? That is my whole call out, but we're going to run with it.
I apologize. But here we see, let me make sure. Yep, Jarrett and Sense going up. Talent looking for that starting play already. Jarrtsu getting a clear away. And we see Noobz right here getting that pressure on already. Jarrett gets to bang out, and we're gonna see Talent looking for a bang. It gets hit away off the side, and Sinks almost not able to get back to it with a great place shot by Jarrett. And we're just seeing a lot of pressure coming onto this orange side of the field as we get a clear. Jarrett with a double tap almost sinks it, but Rue, if they can get back, it's just barely not able to sink that in. And Jarrtsu up, gets the pass with no one able to get there. We see Noobz low boost, looking for a pressure, gets it. Rue off the ceiling, gets the shot and sinks. What a goal.
Crazy. 45 seconds in, about 6 shots across both teams on each of their respective goals. And syngoat coming up the wall here, carries it down off the back ceiling read and knocks it into the net. 45 seconds in, 1 up. We're going to see how Krakens responds.
Go ahead. See Talent coming out of the corner, looking for a bang. Not able to get it past Jarrtsu though. Sinks, looking for the pass. And we see Talent kind of slowing it down here, out of the corner. Jarrtsu. And it is kind of a jumble right now as Talent hits a shot on net. Jarrtsu, a little awkward, gets to block, not quite. And what do you think so far, Bullet? Just watching these teams go back and forth.
Yeah, apologies. I was trying to pull up the rosters here just to make sure we stay consistent. Noobz throwing it to the corner here. A lot of just action back and forth, right? And we are seeing some of those standout plays like we talked about. Jarrett getting some good touches, Jarrtsu coming up too as well. But syngoat and Talent looking to try and make a connection here as it goes to the corner, leaving it for Noobz to pop mid. Jarrett's going to come up, knock that down sidewall. Up next is Talent. Talent keeps it on their side of the field as they push it across. Jarrtsu's going to be looking for that 50 to throw it back mid. He leaves it for his teammate to go chase down. syngoat's going to come up though and try and force an overshoot, which he does as it goes sidewall here, leaving it for Talent. Jarrett now full boost in the corner, comes up, tries to throw it mid, throws it for Jarrtsu. Jarrtsu can't get there in time, leaves it for syngoat, throws it down mid. 1v1 situation, gets knocked away, leaving it on the side again. 3 minutes left on the play clock, and Krakens here trying to get some offensive pressure moving, but keeps getting met at midfield by the Scarred. But what a whiff. Oh no, unfortunate. syngoat not quite able to get the touch he needs, and Jarrett is going to float that one in off a crazy back touch and leave it there to float in net. syngoat playing the 50 off Jarrtsu, and it's just going to roll in here.
I was gonna say, you call it a whiff, I call it a fake, my friend. We see Sinks gets bumped out of the way. We have Rue up by themselves, tries to get it over, carries it over one. Oh, not able to get the jump off the ceiling and gets a side flip for their efforts. Sinks up with Noobz. Gets to 50. And now Jarrtsu just looking to put a shot on net. And Rue tries to take the boost from them. Not quite able to get there. Almost sinks it in there. Oh, what a save and what an effort.
Yeah, crazy follow-up by Peerless guard there. What a save, though, in the net. Rue able to make that shot get missed as it hits off crossbar. That ball is going to bounce across now onto Peerless guard side of the field here. Jarrtsu's going to get an opportunity to try and keep that on set of net. Jarrett's going up, trying to make a play. Gets met by syngoat. syngoat's going to leave it, force the 50 at midfield. Jarrtsu's going to knock that down. Jarrett's looking for a way to get back on the offensive side here as that ball comes screaming across the net. Where's the dunk? Just barely gets missed by Noobz here. Noobz trying to make the shot, gets pushed out of the play here. Now that ball's going to come mid, 2v1 situation. As that ball bounces mid, Jarrtsu's up, tries to knock it in. Jarrett's going to be waiting patiently, making an attack here as Rue forces the play midfield. Ball's going to roll 3. Talent's taking it with no boost. Let's see what he can do on the slow play. Stuffs a 50 and pushes it back towards midfield. What a play, standing on business there, 10 toes in to knock it straight flat. Ball's going to bounce now, try and get a play off here. syngoat's going to go for a shot, doesn't quite make a connection. Ball's going to bounce to the corner. Talent throwing it down mid. Going to bounce free. Leave it up for Jarrtsu. Jarrtsu up in the air, twirling, trying to make a backboard read. Misses the double, but there's his teammate, JarrettD, coming in, making sure that ball hits the back of the net. 2-1 now for the Krakens.
Yeah, we almost saw Jarrtsu sink that play there, and it kind of comes off of Talent to finish that shot by Jarrett. But, I mean, these two teams are playing great. We see 2-1 now with 1:12 left. And we also see Talent trying to go, but gets bumped off the side. Jarrtsu tries to get there. Jarrett forcing the play. Talent trying to also get one more touch. Gets a pinch against the sidewall. Rue just kind of being patient, watching. But Jarrett sending it out. Noobz there. Oh, and a great touch by Rue to make sure that play is dead where it stands.
Yeah, great play there by syngoat to try and throw it midfield. Left it for Noobz on the corner here. Rue's going to come bang that out, though. And now Noobz is last back and has to play. Thankfully, he gets a fake there, as you so say. And it's not going to roll, but that's going to bounce up here. Leave it for syngoat. syngoat's taking it to the corner, trying to look for one more to give it to his teammate. Doesn't quite do it. Leaves the 50 for Noobz. Throws it center. Gets a huge deep shot wide. And now a 2v1 situation for syngoat. He's going to have to play that down. Gets it knocked away off a mistouch by Garrett. And now Jarrtsu's going to go up, though. Gets 50'd by syngoat again. And let's talk about syngoat doing an excellent job here on defense. He's been throwing the ball to the corner, out to midfield. Has maybe let one or two in, but 5 seconds left here in the last play. And that ball might just bounce down, and we might have our first victory here.
Yes, we may. Especially if I'm the other team, I'm going to try to get this down as quick as possible. But it looks like they want another goal, which is almost there. They need to be careful here that it does not go past this mid-line, because then they're kind of in a troublesome spot, and it's going towards the backboard. Jarrett gets it down, and Noobz is just not quite able to get there.
What a crazy end to that game one. Looks like Krakens decided they had enough in that corner. We're not going to give Peerless guard the opportunity to tie it up, which was a really great play because Noobz was sitting there with full boost at midfield and was definitely eyeing that goal. 2-1 Krakens here in game one. Crazy amount of touches on both sides of the play. Crazy amount of saves as well. Kraken standing on business again. 5 saves across the team to the 3 from Peerless guard. And just in game one, I think we saw Krakens just as the more mobile team, right? They were really quick to reset, really quick to press their counterattack. And I think they kind of found those opportunities to make those scores. And that's what allowed them to go up 2-1.
Yeah, and also the defense. I know I was pointing at Peerless guard's stats for defense and all, but Kraken really were putting saves up on the board. You see 7 shots out of 7 shots out of Peerless guard. 5 of them were saved. 1 of them went in, and I believe, if I don't remember correctly, 1 was off of a post. So just really good defense and forces coming out of Kraken. We'll see if they can do it again as we get started and about to get ready into this second game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited again. We're going to go into game 2 now. We're going to see if Peerless guard gets an opportunity to try and make a response here. Game 1's out of the way. They've seen how Krakens play. We're going to take kickoff number 2 here, counting it down from 5 minutes as that ball is going to go into Talent's side here as he's going to try and get a double here off this wall. Leaves it to pinch out from the blue side of the field, but syngoat's here now trying to make a play. Gets it over 1, throws it down. Gets met, though, on the second one, but Talent's there again to knock it up. Throws it to the side. Ball comes streaming in towards the net. Noobz gets the 50 and the save for it. There's 50 points for him. Rue's going to come up, throw it to the side here. Gets met by syngoat again. Peerless guard sort of pressed on their net immediately, but not really bending, not really breaking, making sure they can stay on that defensive side and try and get a counterattack going here. As Talent comes up, he's going to be looking for a bump. Doesn't quite get it. Ball's going to bounce mid, though. syngoat's going to be playing really patient here. Plays the 50 off. Leaves it to Talent on the side here. Talent's a little too far forward. He's not quite able to get the touch he needs. And Jarrett's going to be looking for a play here as that goes sidewall off the net. Doesn't quite go in. Rue's midfield, though, gets a catch and keeps it on their side. He's going to be playing for a 50 as it goes down mid. With his teammates up now, going for a waterfall shot here as it comes across, gets knocked away. There's the offensive pressure we were talking about last game with the Krakens. Jarrtsu just waiting for his teammates to clear out the net as they sort of put them in a blender here, and Jarrtsu is able to come in and throw that wide to the side where no one's there.
Yeah, and that was just a great play coming out of Jarrett and Jarrtsu. Just a really good way to team up on that. Speaking of, we see Jarrett taking it off the ceiling, looking for one touch, not able to get it. Noobz puts it up in the air, sinks, tries to get one touch off of it. And we see just kind of a little bit of banging back from this orange side, but a demo coming out. Jarrett looking it up the sidewall. Not quite able to get the touch that they wanted, but they got a touch nonetheless. Playing it out of this corner. And an unfavorable bounce here. And, I mean, you saw the first game. What do you think needs to change if this Peerless Guard team is going to not just come back in the series being one game down, but come back in this game?
Yeah, well, great save there by Krakens. That should have been a goal because they were just all kinds of awkward there. We were talking about how close these two teams are. These two teams are going back and forth right now. They're really close in standings, 5th and 6th respectively. Pausing here for a potential shot as Jarrtsu goes up, tries to get the knock in, throws it top corner off the crossbar. Noobz is going to throw it back, but Jarrett's there to keep pressure again. What I was saying, though, with these two teams, right, with such close stats, with such close kind of play styles that we're seeing, it really comes down to where the cracks are in the other players' play style and if they're able to capitalize on that. And right now the Krakens have been able to capitalize that. They've sort of seen possession of the ball across the game here right now. They've sort of been able to keep pressure and play at their pace, but watch out though, we might have a shot coming in as that ball's going to bounce free. Doesn't quite get the cut on the open net. That's going to bounce free again. Leave it for syngoat, but syngoat has to push Rue out of the way. Jarrtsu's going to go up, get met by Noobz. That's going to come screaming across again. What a 50 to play that out, and almost gets the touch by Jarrett, but thankfully they Peerless Guard knock it away, and Peerless Guard gets knocked away. Jarrett making the most of that play as he comes across and knocks away syngoat, and that's going to leave it open net for Rue. Rue's going to just play that right into the corner. Decided that he doesn't need the open net, throws it side, and goes up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, just a great play there. We can see Jarrett is just doing a lot of facilitating, banging it, and then looking for those bumps or just the pass plays coming out. Once again, he sinks, looking for a shot and gets it. Rue, Jarrtsu, it's just going back and forth here, and two really good looks out of this Peerless Guard team. They get another one as well, and it is saved once again. We see Jarrett trying to get some boost, not able to. Jarrtsu jumps rotation, gets there. Talent, one touch, goes towards center, but syngoat is there. We see Rue looking to get a pass back to Jarrett, and it is just off with a great touch by Noobz to clear it out. Jarrtsu looking to get one touch towards pass. And, I mean, they are just playing such good offense.
Yeah, no, they are right now, and I think we are definitely going to see Peerless Guard try and step up a little bit here, try and get some of that offense moving. They got just over a minute left. They got to get 2 goals to tie this up, otherwise they're taking another L, and they're going to go down 0-2 on the series. syngoat's going to tap it mid, try and get the 50 off. What a 50! That might just roll in off the bar. Unfortunate. They're going to send that back down, try and get something happening from that, and just really close plays here that just did not quite go Peerless Guard way, and Noobz is going to have to play this in the corner now. He's going to be looking for Talent. Talent fades out. He's going to wait for his opportunity here as he comes up, throws it to the corner, drops it mid, doesn't quite go as it gets knocked away. Noobz is there though to try and throw it back, leaves it for syngoat, who's got the boost to try and make a play, gets a brilliant demo off the net and tries to go for another bump, but it doesn't hit there, it doesn't materialize. 30 seconds left, 2 goals needed. Noobz catches now with boost. He's going to throw it for syngoat to the mid, gets met by Jarrett. Jarrett's going to throw it now. And what positioning have we seen from Krakens? They've just been excellent, right on the ball where they need to, right in the right plays. A whiff, or a fake out, I should say, and Jarrett's going to throw that into an open net.
Yeah, and I mean, just good pressure from Rue there that they don't have boost, but the other team doesn't know that. And so Jarrett's able to capitalize off of it with an open net as they go up 3 with 21 seconds left. Very hard to lose this game here, but I've seen stranger things. It's a great show.
Yeah, great map.
Looking for the touch. Jarrtsu, though, able to clear it out. Looking to finish the shutout here. And, I mean, just they've been playing great this game. They really found their steps and really just kept it flowing the whole time.
Yeah, really no question about who kind of controlled this game. Kraken's coming up on top 3-0. All players taking the 1, 2, and 3 spot by score here in that lobby. Each of them getting a goal. 2 of them getting assists, 2 of them getting saves, all of them getting shots on. Just really great play from the Krakens. But if I'm Peerless Guard, I'm thinking about maybe a roster change. I'm thinking about maybe a mindset refocus here. I'm thinking maybe I'm taking this full minute to get some adjustments going, because something's just got to change here if they're going to go up and come up to make this a 2-2 series.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's got to be a mindset change. Roster change can help, but sometimes it hurts more than it helps. Because it falls down on the mindset. Even if you sub 2 people out or sub 1 person out, you still have the other 2 that just came off the field. So they just have to, I mean, best way to put it, they have to wake up.
Yeah, we're going to see hopefully something happen here. I haven't seen anything about subs in the chat yet, so we might just see the same lineup, but I did want to highlight as we jump into game 3, Kraken's out touching the ball against Peerless Guard. So just getting more control on the ball, just getting more control over the game too. And that's really paying dividends for them as they're able to take away these 2 wins.
Yeah, I mean, when you're able to just control the ball for a majority of the game, which they're clearly doing, it just helps so much when it comes to forces and things of that nature.
Yeah, let's see if something happens here as we go into kickoff number 3. Ball's already on the Peerless Guard side, but Talent's going to be looking to try and make a play here as he throws it to the corner. His teammates coming right behind him. Syngo seeing some of that offense we were talking about, that pressure that they're going to be trying to green. Some of that aggression as that goes off the corner here. Jarrett with a careful catch to make sure that doesn't drop over their net, and that's going to go across again. What an angle from Talent, almost gets going with a goal there, and Noobz is going to come in though, keep this on their pressure. Fake out from Jarrtsu that doesn't quite go where it needs to. Syngoat's going to come up here looking for a solo play, gets it over 1, gets it over Jarrtsu in the middle, leaves that ball mid for his team. His team is going to wait for the touch, throw it back down mid. Noobz is waiting for an opportunity here, but has to stay back as third. Jarrett's going to be looking to pass to his corner, looking for his teammate. There's his teammate. There's the block though from syngoat. Jarrtsu though coming right back off the sidewall. And then pxiruu with an excellent rotation back in to try and keep pressure. Jarrett there able to keep it in as well, and kind of looking like Peerless in a blender here, but they break out here with an opportunity. syngoat looking for the double off the 50, doesn't quite go, bounces high. Talent's forced to play and keep it on that side, but syngoat there sees the boost, sees the ball, and turns around, doesn't quite get it, leaves it for Jarrtsu. Jarrtsu's going to catch with no boost, get the flick over, but Noobz is right there to keep it on. And what a counterattack that we've got going on from Peerless Guard right now, is they're able to keep that ball in the proximity of the Kraken net. A 50 just barely goes wide from syngoat, and now Noobz is looking in an open net, doesn't quite get it off the crossbar. That's going to bounce down, and we've just seen, unfortunately, a lot of those just missed touches where they don't quite land where they need to. They're just a hair's width off of getting in the net.
Yeah, I mean, that's so unfortunate when that does happen. We saw that shot from Noobz not quite sinking, but they're doing really good about keeping pressure on this team. Enough pressure and any team will crack. So we'll just see how long this Kraken team can hold out and if they can reverse that pressure.
Yeah. No, keep going. No, I was just going to say they're doing really well here. They're keeping pressure. They've been able to keep this a 0-0 game for over 2 minutes now, which, given the past performance from those past 2 games, is definitely a feat, given that the Krakens have had just a really great offensive set these next 2 games. But Noobz is going to come in at 50th, try and set us something for his teammate. Syngoat looking for a pop mid, leaves it for his teammate Talent. Talent throws it in, and there's the net, and there's the score, and there is the goal explosion as we get Peerless Guard on the board here and with the lead.
Yeah, I mean, the second goal scored by this team, and it's a good one indeed. Talent able to just nail it into the goal. You see Jarrett and Talent, or Noobz, going for that kickoff there. Jarrtsu looking for one more, doesn't quite get it. And we have to watch Kraken here, make sure that they can keep composure. Oftentimes it's kind of hard whenever you go from dominating a team to being a goal down, but they just got to remember one goal at a time here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Peerless Guard are going to be looking to try and chip away and extend their lead here, knowing that Kraken is going to be looking to strike back pretty hard and fast here. But I think that goal is also just going to help them breathe a little bit. They know they can score. They know this team can be scored on, as syngoat now is going to be forcing a 50 that goes wide. Talent there in the corner gets the save off the net. Ball's going to come right back, though, and Noobz is waiting patiently. What a play there to wait for that ball, knowing that it was coming. Jarrtsu now forced to make a play awkwardly in the corner as that bounces mid again, but there's Rue. Rue gets met by Talent. That ball's going to sail wide, give everybody a chance to reset. Jarrett's going to carry it back, grab boost, going to look for a play here as he gets it past syngoat, but Noobz is right there to 50 it back over towards that net, off the bar. Unfortunate. Talent's going to be looking for mid as well, and now a 2v3 situation as the counterattack from Krakens comes out. Jarrett looking for a drop down, looking for his teammates that are both a little bit too far out. That ball's going to float away, and looks like a miscue with the open net. Noobz passing it to syngoat's going to throw it in, and now we've got a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, you can tell that they put all their eggs in one basket right there, looking for that 3-on-2, 3-on-1 play, and unfortunately it just wasn't able to fall. We saw Jarrett try to get that shot off, but not quite able to make it. And as we see, Jarrett also going for another shot, looking for the double, not able to have the boost for it. Rue not able to follow that up. syngoat looking to pass up to Talent. Oh, and just quite not able to get that. Jarrett takes it up the wall. A little bit of a mistouch there. Rue gets beat there. Jarrtsu looking for a 50. Gets it on another one as well. And Talent goes into the backfield, bumps Jarrett. He tries to play the double, but sinks.
No! What a double from syngoat.
Just there.
Yeah, excellent read there. Jarrett forced to try and come and squishy save that, doesn't make it, and just puts it right top bins. 3-0. Let's talk about responses, because what a response from Peerless Guard, making a statement here in game 3, making this interesting for all of us watching, all 59 of you guys in the chat. And Talent gonna be looking to try and get a little fake out here, try and throw them off their game a little bit. Kraken might end this game without a goal, which is crazy given the last 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at the last 2 games, as Talent almost scores that right there, Jarrett looking for that, and that could be the start of something. Hold up.
Oh, Caster's curse. Oh my gosh, of course, I shouldn't have even said anything, but syngoat plays the 50 and just doesn't quite go, and look at all of them with no boost, keeping that pressure. Good rotations there to get that net in.
Yeah, and we see here 2 goals left to get. A demo play. Oh, I thought we were about to witness something special. We see a double attempt there, not quite able to fall with 15 seconds here. The chances are getting slimmer and slimmer here for 2 goals to happen. But anything could happen as long as they get a goal right now, but that does not seem to be the case. It looks like they're going to try to get one more for pride, and they're not able to get that goal in. Once in a great game there by syngoat, Talent, and Noobz.
Yeah, no, absolutely great game by Peerless Guard coming back in here to fight back. It did look like Kraken kind of just a little bit slow in the last half of that game, wasn't able to make anything really happen. And we look at, scoreboards here. Now it's syngoat, Kraken 500 points off 2 goals and assists, a save, and 5 shots. Overall, actually crazy, tied for touches, Kraken versus Peerless Guard on the ball. So Peerless Guard definitely pushing that offense, getting more touches than they had in the previous 2 games too.
Yeah, I mean, they picked up their pace a lot, is what it seemed like to me. You could have saw something different, but it seemed like Peerless Guard sped up and Kraken slowed down a little bit. I know you talked about their speed as well. And they also just seemed like they wanted it more in that game. Mm-hmm. We talked about a mindset change, and it seems like they did have one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're about to go into game 4 here to finish off this series, and the momentum lies with Peerless Guard, I think. And I think they're going to be really hungry here. They're going to come out, they're going to swing really hard here and try and go up again to get an early lead.
Yeah, and in the nicest way possible. I don't want to see another 2-2 out of Peerless Guard.
Kickoff here goes to Rue. Rue's going to carry it up here, try and make a play. Gets met immediately by Talon, who just sends him back midfield. That ball floats across easily for Sin to come and catch. Gets the optimal play on the 50, throws it sideways across the net. Noobz not wanting to challenge that, leaves it for Talon. That ball's going to bounce mid off a brilliant 50, and it's going to go almost in the net. But what a save by Jarrtsu. Getting the 50 on the goal line. Bounces high mid. pxiruu's up. Talon reads it. What a read, too, to come back. And boom, coming back here, doesn't quite get it off the crossbar. Crossbar hit again, leaves it for his teammate. Teammate's going to knock it down. Jarrett's going to fake the touch, as you would say, Boa, on that play and leave it to the corner. Noobz is going to be coming looking for trying something happen here. syngoat's going to throw it, try and get something set up for the corner. Corner comes out, ball gets out, Jarrtsu's up, Rue's up. Talent kind of floating awkwardly in the corner, doesn't quite get the touch, but there's no pressure here as that ball floats away and leaves Noob with low boost but the ball, and now a spawn screen as he gets demoed on the back line. And talk about aggression here. Kraken striking back really fast here. We've seen demos come out. We've seen bump plays come out. Both teams going to be looking to try and put the finishing touch on this series.
Yeah, of course they are. I mean, we are getting close to being a minute and a half into this match with no goals scored. Currently, Noobz looking to change that. The pass over to Talent. Jarrtsu is just able to get it, not quite able to get the dunk. We know syngoat's going to be up. But they stay slow, they stay controlled, and they stay composed, looking for the double. And that is a great pass by Sin.
Yeah, doesn't quite get the touch he wants on the corner, so he leaves it for Noobz. Noobz gets the open opportunity here. Jarrtsu looking at syngoat there. Unfortunate, but 1-0 for Peerless Guard here in game 4.
Yeah, and we see Jarrett and Noobz going for the kickoff. Jarrtsu all the way up already, not able to get a second after that bang away. And we see Rue looking to get a pass, can't quite get a double with that shot from Jarrett. Jarrtsu looking to get a dunk, not able to do so. And Rue just trying to get a placed shot. And I mean, we saw them win the first 2 games pretty well. What do you think needs to change here for Krakens? Well, they want to bring this 3-1 home.
Well, they need Sin to stop making excellent saves like that as he gets the carry across the net here. That ball's going to bounce mid again. Kraken's got to just bring some of that pressure that they found in games 1 and 2, and they just haven't been able to. Either Peerless Guard found some energy and has made those rotations work, or they just learned to read Krakens and learn their play style. Both of which very valid possibilities. That ball kind of comes mid here, shot to the sidewall, leaves it. Noobz is there to knock it back in. 1, 2, 3, and 2 goals up as Talent throws it off the wall here. syngoat forces the play off the bar, and the whole net gets cleared out in a sort of panic save, and that ball is going to go in the back of the net.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left here, we honestly, you can't say that either team is out of this currently.
No.
We have plenty of time as Jarrtsu bangs it into the net. I didn't cast a curse. I said it as a neutral statement.
All right, I'll give it to you. But Jarrtsu reading the touch off syngoat there and is just there to put it in the net. And just unfortunate because the last back Noobz didn't have the boost for it.
You always feel bad when something good happens to teams.
I'm neutral enough, but I do like when a team is on fire and doing their thing. And right now, both teams are really trying to get going here. Comfortable lead or not so comfortable lead, only up 1 goal here. Peerless Guard looking to hang on. Jarrett's going to throw it mid. Rue's going to be looking for an awkward touch that doesn't get read by the other team. That was a really crazy touch by Rue. I really wanted that to work for them, but Rue's going to get an opportunity now off the roof of his car. Throws it back to Jarrett. Jarrett's going to throw it to Jarrtsu. Jarrtsu throwing it mid. Rue's coming in. They're trying to get that blender set up. They're trying to get Peerless Guard a little bit off guard here, but they don't take the bait as Noobz is going to get the carry off the wall here, force the play midfield. We're going to be looking for a shot here from syngoat. It's going for a double, gets rocked away. Talent's there to keep the pressure on. Kraken going to be looking to try and break out. They can't get a counterattack going yet. Rue's going to be there though. He's going to get that score, and we're going to tie it up 2-2. Talent just a missed touch on the 50. Noobz with a valiant attempt, but just gets out 50'd, and Rue is right there to knock it in.
Yeah, and I mean, 2-2 now with a minute 24 left. Still anybody's game here. And I think they're starting to find their footing again. They're kind of letting this team make themselves awkward, and they're just taking shots whenever it gets wide open.
Yeah, a little bit awkward there on a double commit that doesn't quite pinch out where it needs to. What a 50, though, by Noobz to throw that back down. That ball's going to come mid again. We got Rue back looking for a touch here. He gets way up to knock that back out. Talent's going to be holding on to this ball here, trying to throw it up. Midfield pass to syngoat. syngoat's going to have to double back for it. Gets the touch, but gets knocked away from it. Noobz playing the 50 off the net here. Noobz going to be looking for a touch to get it around another one. Jarrtsu's kind of in front of the ball, a little bit awkward here, but gets the demo. Excellent play there, but it doesn't really lead anywhere as that ball comes sailing across the field towards the Kraken side. Noobz going to be throwing in mid, looking for syngoat. syngoat knows he's beat, has to wait. Jarrett in the corner here looking for a play, went for Talent instead of the ball, trying to get that demo so they could get that corner set up. 30 seconds left, and if I'm Peerless Guard, I'm going to be trying to turn up the aggression here, try and get those plays.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're going to be looking for here. With 20 seconds left, you really don't want to go to overtime. It leaves a lot up to chance. But that could be what we see here as Jarrtsu doesn't have boost here. Jarrett misses. Uh-oh, bump.
What a bump. What a heads-up play by Noobz. He's low on boost, his defender's back, and he's just knowing that Rue is the last person to make that save and gets the knockout, and syngoat's able to clean it up.
I apologize for saying anything. 9 seconds here.
Yeah, now it's your strike. Caster's curse coming in there. Talent looking for a dribble now. He's just going to try and control that ball. Last counterattack here from Kraken. We saw them keep the ball up pretty well in game 1. They're going to have to do it out of desperation now. No, they're just going to throw it in. Finish the series off 4-2. We'll put that 4 in parentheses there. But 4-2. Peerless Guard to finish out this series 2-2.
Dang. It's always the boring number.
Yeah, Sunday night, Monday night, a lot of 2-2s flowing out, but just another testament to these two teams, right? 5 and 6 respectively, both showing why they're sort of leading those top scores right now in the standings. syngoat again having a high scoring game, 628, but Noobz as well really stepping up in game 4 here, 617, 3 shots, 3 goals, 100% shot percentage, just right place, right time there. And that's going to finish off this series. Boa 2-2, second time you've seen Peerless Guard go 2-2, but 2-2 on stream is quite an accomplishment, I think.
I do as well, and I mean, they were able to control the pace of play very well. Did
we lose you, Boa?
Can you hear me?
There we go. Got him back. Yeah, you're right. 100% able to control the pace of game in game 3 and 4. A little bit dicey there, 2-2 for a majority of the game, but they were able to come back up. But what a showing. So great series. Congratulations to both teams. No interview as we're tied up 2-2 here again, but maybe we'll get an interview in the next series. Don't go anywhere, guys. We got Premier coming up next here in just a minute.